everybody, and welcome back to Talk the Night Away. For new viewers, welcome to Talk the Night Away. Everybody, you lovely insomniacs. Merry Christmas, first off. We are actually recording this, it's technically a little bit after Christmas. It's 12:48 a.m. on the 26th, but, we haven't slept, so it's still Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think we sleep at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
typically
Tommy.
up. And I'm Noah.
Yep. Alright, so, you want to start off with, talking about our Christmases?
Oh yeah. So I only did like half my Christmas this year so far. It's pretty good. I went to my girlfriend's family's Christmas. I went to her grandparents and had a nice little dinner and all that. Reason I only did half Christmas this year is because my family's driving up from Missouri right now. Actually, they should be here today, so we're celebrating Christmas with my side of the family a day late. But over that, it was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah, I
cool,
got some
though.
nice
Two
gifts.
Christmases.
Yeah, my girlfriend got me a nice gold chain. Pretty cool. Big fan of it.
Is it real gold?
Yes.
W.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick.
Nose ball.
Never had a chain before and I like it. Yeah. How about you? What'd you do today? What'd you get?
Well, obviously I spent a lot of time with my family, immediate grandparents, my aunt. Spent a lot of time with them. I got a lot of cash, kind of hard to buy for, because, like, unless it's, like, clothing from Hot Topic or, like, PC stuff, then I'm kind of, like, meh on it. I told my aunt, normally she gets me, like, Cleveland apparel, every year, and I just told her not to worry about it this year, mainly because, like, I have, like, 15 Cleveland Browns hoodies, and I have, like, half the fucking locker room's jerseys, so I just ordered this year to figure something else out, so she just got me a $50 Taco Bell gift card and gave me some cash as well.
Oh, it's very fitting for you. I'm sure you're gonna spend all that on Baja Blast.
Oh, 100%. Other than Squirt, I love Baja Blast. Like, those are definitely my top two.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan on Baja Blast. Just never have been.
I can
I don't
see
like
it.
that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I can 100% see, like, why somebody wouldn't be a huge fan of it, but, like, I feel like it definitely has a bigger presence than Squirt does, but let's not get into that again, because that'll take
Yeah.
us down a really big rabbit hole again.
Yeah, we kind of touched on that a little bit too much last week.
Yeah. But
But yeah, I hope everybody out there had a pretty nice Christmas.
yeah, I hope
you know,
everyone had a
And
good
for
time.
those of you that don't celebrate Christmas and all that,
Just
hope
happy
that your
holidays in
holidays are
general.
going well.
Yep.
Yeah, nice little time for everybody to get together.
Yeah, 100%.
So, figured out a fun fact recently about Christmas that you fit the bill for.
What's that?
Did you know 1 in 3 men wait until Christmas Eve to do their Christmas shopping? And what were you doing on Christmas Eve?
Christmas shopping.
You
Alright,
mentioned
we-
last week that you need to do Christmas shopping,
We were in the middle of
and
playing
instead of just going out,
a cool playtest of a game that we're going to talk about later, and I had to stop playing in order to go Christmas shopping because I was supposed to do it the day before, and I just didn't.
doesn't help that this past couple days, we had that winter like storm, I guess we can call it.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Winter cold front of the air from Siberia, because it was -4 here, like regular temperature. It
With
got
the
to
wind
like
chill,
-8
it's-
at one point, but
with the
wind chill
chill,
was
yeah,
negative
it's like
30
yeah,
and below, which was ridiculous.
it's
And I
been
still saw
rough.
people out there, in shorts and all that.
At work. It definitely sucks. Speaking of which, I should have done my Christmas shopping a lot earlier, considering I
Yeah,
work at a
you work
fucking
where you-
Walmart.
Yeah, like, where did you go Christmas shopping at? I'm guessing Walmart.
Yes. Yes, most
Why
of my
did you do
shopping
it
was
after
done on
work one
Walmart, and everything else I did on Amazon, and it's not even here yet, so some people didn't even get their gifts yet.
You
But
just printed out a picture what they got, put it in a box, and here you go.
no,
Get it when you
I
get it.
just asked people, I was like, do you want to know what you got, or do you want me to, like, wait? And most people actually said wait, like, they just want to be surprised
Yeah.
with it.
A lot of people like, the satisfaction and the
Yeah.
happiness it brings to like opening stuff up.
No, I get that. But no, I think
Well-
that's like, that actually sounds like a pretty good statistic, because most people I know
Yeah,
do theirs super
1 in
late.
3. It makes sense because I was working at Best Buy Christmas Eve, and there's a lot of guys coming in there buying last second stuff. The amount of people that tried coming in to buy PS5s the night before Christmas, like on Christmas Eve, and being shocked that we didn't have any, was mind blowing.
That's
You know, like what do you
Yeah.
expect?
I like how we just both name dropped our works after like
Screw it.
tiptoeing around it, but I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not saying anything
realistically.
bad about it.
Yeah.
I somewhat enjoy my job. I didn't do
100%.
anything on Christmas Eve because usually when I go in, there's 2 or 3 of us there.
Right.
There was 5 of us, 4 or 5 of us throughout the day. So we just didn't do anything. We had everything. Everything was done before I went into work, which was insane. So I don't think I did any work. I kind of just walked around and tried to look busy and just hid in the back the whole time.
See, since I had to deliver to people's cars on Christmas Eve, that sucked. And
I
that
bet.
like wind chill, man,
Yeah.
that was bad.
On not Christmas Eve, but the day before when it was the coldest of the 2 days that we just had. I was the one going out running stuff out to people's cars, and had to run out an 85-inch TV to somebody.
Ugh.
And, of course, they just sat in their car waiting while I'm sitting there struggling to put it in, shit like that.
The thing that pisses me off too about that is that most people have cars that are way too small for the items they're fucking getting.
Yeah, like they expect to fit a 85-inch TV in like a 2001 Cavalier. Like same thing happened at Home Depot when I used to be in the lot there. Like people would buy massive tool chests and pull up in a Cobalt.
Yeah,
Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, do you expect me to fit it in there?
They
What do
want you
me
to
do, pick up
ratchet
25
strap
feet?
it into the trunk, I guess.
I've had somebody ask me if I can put their 80-inch TV on the roof of their car, and I was like, there is no way I'm touching that or doing anything with that.
Like I'll give it to you, and whatever you do from here on out.
Yeah,
That's,
whatever
that's
you
on
do, you do you.
Yeah.
Just if you put it on your roof, you can't return it.
Yeah.
Because there's a thing at Best Buy where if you get a TV, you can't lay it flat at all.
Right.
If it's even that's the only way that it'll fit, because it could break the panel, so it like makes it so you can't return it. People will get pissed off at me constantly, so I'm like, hey, either you gotta go get a bigger vehicle, or I can just leave this here and you can put it in yourself. I'm not allowed to. We have to put it in like either straight up and down or at like a 45-degree angle.
See, we're allowed to put things in like however we can get it, but it's like it's kind of odd. Mainly just a lot of people, I don't know, they're weird about their stuff, right? So most people do want it sitting up, and then like while you're trying to put it in, they're like bitching that it's gonna get damaged or something like that. It's like, bring a bigger vehicle, dude, or like sign it up for delivery or something.
Like I hate when I'm trying to put something in somebody's car and they just sit there and bitch the whole time instead of like helping me do it.
Right.
Like if I'm but doing it by myself, what do you expect me to do? I'm trying to put this 85-inch TV. I'm trying to put this tool chest in your car. It's
I will
not
say,
easy by yourself.
Christmas Eve, I got paid more in tips than I am going to get on my entire paycheck for the week. 2
Are you
weeks.
allowed to take tips?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're allowed, but on Christmas Eve, like, well, I always say no, right? But on Christmas Eve, like, with how fucking cold it was, I took them.
Yeah. When I worked at Home Depot, I would always say no, and people would just, we had to wear the aprons, so people would just shove it into my apron and just walk away.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Like, I think one other time when I worked at Walmart way back in 2018, somebody bought, they were like, can I give you a tip? And this is when I was a cashier. Like, I don't know why they wanted to tip me, but, I was like, no thanks. Like, I can't accept that, especially considering, there's a camera staring right at my face, Like,
yeah,
I can't accept that. And they, like, refused to take no as an answer, so they bought me a Sprite.
Hey, free Sprite.
But yeah, I was like, I'll take that. Squirt. Like, that's 100%. But like, I mean, regardless, like, some people, people are super kind around the holidays. Most people.
Yeah. Oh no, I think people are more assholes around the holidays.
Well, I think it depends on the person.
When it gets closer to the holidays, I feel, because they're more stressed. Because usually, if they're in a store closer to the holidays, I guess maybe not Walmart, because they might be there just buy like groceries and stuff like that for their dinners.
Most people were just getting like we had some TVs and stuff like that, but most people were like just ordering like last minute things for their dinners, I think.
Yeah. But like at Best Buy, people were just assholes. At Home Depot, people were just assholes when I got near the holidays, because everybody waits to the last fucking second to buy something. I think it's pissed when it's not
I wouldn't
there.
know anything about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about buying last second.
I wouldn't know anything about that. But speaking of cold days, teams that play in the cold, Browns losing to a dome team, the
Yeah.
Saints. Very disappointing loss in my opinion.
Yeah,
You score, you're 10 up, 10-0, and then you let them score 17 points unanswered on you.
very painful. You know,
I
I after Deshaun Watson threw that interception that led to the Alvin Kamara touchdown, I shut the game off.
right,
I was
like,
done watching it.
I don't know. Like, I didn't expect Deshaun Watson to throw very well, especially considering he was with the Texans before. Like, he's not used to the cold, but at the same time, a lot of it, I think, is Kevin Stefanski's play calling. But at the same time, at the end there, we should have won the game. Amari Cooper was hit right in the hands and dropped it.
Yeah.
Same with David Njoku. Same with Donovan Peoples-Jones. A lot of drops.
But like, I understand the drops a little bit because it's cold. I don't know if you ever tried to catch a football when it's
No, I'm sure it
regularly
stings
cold
like
out,
hell,
but
but
still, like,
we're
he's getting
talking
paid the
in
money,
in
he
the
should catch
same drive, right? The same
Yeah,
set
that's-
of
it
downs,
hurts.
three
It hurts bad.
drops in the end zone. That sucks. Again, Grant Delpit played a hell of a game in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's-
another interception.
Yeah, he's
Little
really
boy.
looking good. Myles Garrett was solid.
Kareem Hunt really disappointed me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I mean, hell, he had 7 carries and only 8 yards. Like, come on, Kareem, you're so much better than that.
Yeah, I'm starting to really think he's not going to be here next year.
See, I feel like he's going to be. I don't see why they wouldn't keep him. I mean, it does work.
I think
'Cause
that they will want
He's a
him.
good back, and it helps, relieve some stress off Chubb.
See,
give
I
him some
think
looks.
Cleveland will want him, but I don't think Kareem will want to stay in Cleveland.
I don't see why not.
Like, he already was requesting a trade like towards the beginning of the season,
True. Yeah,
and
he's probably gone soon.
he's not getting like he wants to be like the main back on the team, which I get it. He's definitely normally worth like big money as a running back.
Yeah, but he had to go out and be the league's best kicker.
Yeah.
So that's why he's not top back anywhere right now.
Yeah, but
But yeah, all around the NFL, it was funny just seeing them play in the cold. Like, I don't know if you saw the picture of the Seahawks
yeah,
in pregame warm-up where they were just all shirtless. Like, bro, it's -8 outside. Why are you shirtless? Stop flexing. It's not worth it.
not at all.
Like, I walked outside, like, I was bundled up and everything going to work, and everything but my face was covered up, and I thought I was getting frostbite. I couldn't feel my nose. The winds were ridiculous.
They're kind of insane. Same with like anybody that's going sleeveless, like shirtless, like before the game is even crazy, but sleeveless.
See,
during
I
the
can
game.
understand sleeveless because there was definitely times when I was playing baseball and I played in like 10-degree weather. So I was doing like winter ball and all that, and I'd play without an undershirt because it's just the adrenaline going.
I get that.
And it was keeping me nice and warm. But one thing that is coming out about another player that disappointed me, Donovan Peoples-Jones. We hyped him up last week. Didn't really perform this week.
No, not at all.
And it pissed me
what,
off to
one
have him in
interception?
fantasy. I think. All I know is he was disappointing me in fantasy, and I was really upset about it because the guy I'm playing right now, I'm in the. So if I win this week, I go to the championship game for the big money.
Right.
And I was expected to lose, but a couple of my players kind of balled out, and I'm currently winning right now, which I'm hoping that I win this week because if I do, I play my sister's fiance, who I'm going to see tomorrow at Christmas dinner, or
Right.
day after Christmas dinner, I guess. So I'm just going to talk mad shit the whole time. It's going to be very funny. Dylan, I'm coming for that money. Your team's trash. Even though you're the best team in the league, I'm going to come and fucking destroy you. Donovan Peoples-Jones is not going to be in my lineup. Now that Brandon Cooks is back, at least.
I can get that. Yeah, I can get behind that. Two other things I want to touch up on. I'm not going to talk about it too much. The Bills are still playing very well.
That's expected.
They played
And
pretty
Josh
well against
Allen.
the Patriots.
No, Josh Allen's playing well.
Yeah, true.
That's it. That whole team is just Josh Allen. I just heard a noise
Stephon
at my
Diggs
door
is really good.
and turned around, and both of my cats have their paws under the door, and they're just smacking it.
They
What
want
the hell?
to. They want to feature.
You guys want to be on the podcast? Oh, they ran away when I opened up the door. God.
And then one other thing. I'm not going to get into too many specifics, but the Rams absolutely blew out the Broncos.
Well, yeah, Russell Wilson went from being Super Bowl MVP or winning a Super Bowl to being clowned by Patrick Starr on Nickelodeon
Yeah.
for 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough to see at the moment. It's just, I don't know. I don't think the Broncos were the right fit for him. And I honestly think that a lot of it was Pete Carroll, not necessarily Russell Wilson.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. If you hear a clicking sound in the audio, it's me flipping my mic up to mute it because I have a cold right now and I cannot stop sneezing. So while you were talking about the Broncos there, I sneezed like 7 times.
You're good.
I feel like I'm dying.
Because of Discord, the clicking's not showing up because of their.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, anything I do in the background can be heard. So if you guys hear like a hissing, it's probably me hitting my vape. But you know.
Wow, nicotine fiend over here.
Are you hitting yours right now?
No, I'm sick. Probably because of this.
But I think that's about all I wanted to touch up when it comes to sports. All in all, it was an interesting week just because like you get to see people play in the cold, but at the same time it's kind of boring because most of the games were running games.
Yeah, true. One thing I wanted to touch on real quick is I just realized before our next, not this episode, but the following episode is going to be after the new year. Just want to talk like, how was your year? Like, anything big happened this year for you? I just thought about that.
Me personally, I would say it's been a rather uneventful year, like as life achievements go. Like obviously I switched like jobs. Planning on starting college like in 2023, but this year for me it was just kind of not super like life level eventful. But when it comes to like gaming and stuff like that, I do have like a lot of cool things to talk about, but we can save that for later when we do our top 10. How about you? You have anything interesting? I mean, I know one big achievement.
This past year's been like pretty great. Not gonna lie, a lot of
you have a lot of achievements actually. Now that I think about it,
yeah, like it was nice. Like I started off the new year down in Disney World and in Florida with a bunch of my friends. So beginning of the year, I went on a vacation with a bunch of my friends down to Orlando. That my great friend Katrina Marie planned and had us all come out to. It was amazing. And while we were down there, me and my girlfriend decided, hey, why not spend an extra 3 days down here, go to Disney? You know, we were 10 minutes away as it was from where our house was. What else did I do? Oh, yeah, started a new job. You know, quit my other job because management. Started this new job. That's cool. Back in June, me and my girlfriend moved in together. We got...
I'd say you became a homeowner.
Would say we got a house. Rent to owning right now. Since my parents moved down to Missouri, they said, hey, instead of us selling the house, why don't you just pay everything for it? You guys can live in it. And, you know, it's been pretty great. So I have a house now, graduated college. It's just on the come up. Started a podcast finally after 5 years of wanting to do it.
Oh, that's a big one too, is starting a podcast. Like, it's almost like we've been doing it for a long time or something. I mean, we talk about stuff a lot like every night, but I didn't really think, we haven't been lately because we're trying to save it all for the podcast, but I didn't even, like, for some reason I didn't even click in my head, but I would say that's like a pretty big thing for me is starting the podcast. Like, I've always wanted to do something online where it comes to like entertainment, informing, anywhere along those lines, or both, and I think this is the way to do that.
Not Tommy the Crafter YouTube channel?
No, we're not going into that. Those were different days, but anybody that plays games nowadays can't say that they didn't have a Minecraft YouTube channel.
I did not have a Minecraft YouTube channel.
You probably had some type of channel though. Oh, you did COD videos. I remember that.
No, I had a couple COD videos, some CS:GO, some Overwatch, just like memeing around.
I respect it.
Which was crazy because I didn't. So I was kind of stupid back when I made that. I didn't understand the concept of like OBS and recording software. You want to know how I recorded all my shit?
How so?
I would stream on Twitch, take the VOD and upload it right from there. No editing, just full stream.
No capture card, man. No capture card.
No capture card, nothing. It was very shit. So like I'd play on Xbox if I was playing Overwatch or something like that, or COD, and I'd stream it, record it, then I'd download it on my phone from Twitch, and then upload it off my phone onto YouTube. So it was always like 240p. It was shit.
Yikes.
But it brought me joy.
I mean, that's all that matters. Like when I was doing the Minecraft stuff, I feel like it definitely gave me something to do in my younger years, other than like stupid shit.
Yeah, other than playing in the street with traffic and stuff.
I mean, I definitely did some other stupid shit when I was younger, but like
I've done a lot of stupid shit
Yeah,
when I was
like-
younger.
like it kept me out of like doing anything that was like life ruining level bad. So I mean, I'd
Yeah.
say that's definitely a to my benefit type of deal,
Yeah, 100%.
considering how like some of my childhood friends ended. So
Yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah, no. Starting the podcast is definitely cool. One thing
yeah,
though, I noticed that I don't want to talk about as much during like the week of what we want to discuss. Like I forget what it was the other day, but you're asking me an opinion on something.
it was about Dark
like, you
and
gave your
Darker. I was talking about
Yeah, you gave your opinion, and I was like, let's save it for Sunday.
yeah, I was
which is the
talking
day we
about like
record.
what I wanted them to add, things I wanted them to tweak. Like I know that it's very early access, not early access, but very early playtest.
Yeah.
But I was just so like hyped about it and wanted to talk about it. He was just like, let's just save it for the podcast. And
Yeah,
so-
like I always have stuff I want to come into the Discord with the boys, start talking about, but I'm like, do I want to talk about this now, or should I save it for Sunday so I can get like a genuine
the
reaction?
only
to,
hard
like,
thing is when we're
stuff.
playing with like another friend and we
And
want
they
to talk
start
about it
talking
with
about it.
them, right? But like at the same time, it's like, but we don't want to put too much like input on it just because
yeah,
if
would have
we already
genuine reactions.
exhausted all it, yeah, exactly, we exhausted all it, it's harder to sound excited or like whatever about it, like just have genuine feelings about what we're talking about, and if we agree or not, if we've already had like the same conversation.
Yeah. Man, it is 1 a.m. and I'm actually getting tired. It's probably the
been
NyQuil
pretty
I took.
tired. Hey, took NyQuil before the podcast.
Listen,
Kind of an
that
L.
stuff takes forever for me
Kind
to
of an
like
L.
to kick in for me. So I always have to take it early.
Alright, well, we'll get on to the next topic. That way we can push things along here.
Dude, you ever take NyQuil and see how long you can stay up?
No,
You start to see stuff. You start hallucinating.
I don't think that
Messed
doesn't
up.
sound like super fun to me. But I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
everybody has.
So
their
the reason it
things.
happened is because I remember I was sick one day. It was like before I had to go to class. No, I was. No, yeah, I was going to. It was my freshman year of college, and I went to take some Dayquil. Took it. Looked NyQuil
Yikes!
at like 9 a.m. So I was
And you had your whole day
Yeah.
ahead of you.
had a whole day. I had to go to work, and it was rough. It was
Now, like, what
Very
kind of
rough.
hallucinations are we talking about? Are we talking like LSD level type shit?
no,
Or just
I would
like-
just I would just see things out of the corner of my eye and all that. And it was
Okay.
just tripping me out.
Like a little bit of paranoia type of deal?
Yeah, like a
Gotcha.
poster on my wall. It looked like the guy was just like shaking his head up and down.
That's odd.
It was weird. Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, what were you about to get us into before I threw that out there?
I was gonna go into a little bit of Twitter drama. Not gonna
Ooh,
spend too much
I'm
time
ass-
on it because I feel like
I'm
there's not
assuming
like,
Elon Musk.
well, who else? You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
pretty much all it revolves around right now. But
Pretty much.
earlier on in the week, he made a comment that they were going to remove accounts created solely for the purpose of promoting like other social platforms. Let me look. I think it was, he said Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, True Social, Tribble, Noster, and Post, as well as link trees. obviously anybody that's a creator was upset with this because most of the way they do
Oh,
things is
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of people, like for even us, like we like on Twitter, like on our podcast Twitter, we're basically just tweeting out the link to like the podcast as well as like some other random stuff in the middle of the week. You know what I mean? But like Twitter is huge for influencers in order to like push out their other platforms. Cause like that's what Twitter's been used for the last like 10 years at least. But he did backtrack on it. And then started the poll that says, should he step down as CEO of Twitter? Whatever the poll said, he would follow. It ended up saying that yes, he should. Someone suggested that only Twitter Blue members should be able to vote on policy, and he said he will make that change. And right now, it's not looking like he is going to step down as CEO of Twitter.
No, he said that he's stepping down.
Is he?
Yeah, they're trying to find a suitable CEO. Because under that tweet, I remember seeing that he said he will resign as soon as a CEO is found. Sorry, I think his exact words is as soon as he finds someone foolish enough to take the job.
Yeah.
Just because he has to throw a meme in there every now and then.
I mean, there are plenty of people that want
I'm pretty sure
to
they
do
also
it.
have a CEO picked out. Like I think a couple days ago he tweeted out that he knows who the next CEO is going to be, and he's like an amazing guy or amazing person. Or something like that.
I wonder if they're actually going to give Mr. Beast the CEO position.
Yeah, I saw him comment on that saying, make me CEO. Elon said, we'll see what we can do, or something like that.
He said
that
it's definitely a possibility or something
yeah.
like that.
That would be... Can you imagine that video?
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
That'd
be funny,
bought
though.
Twitter. Last one to take their hand off the tweet button gets Twitter. Some shit like that.
And another like Twitter news, they removed their suicide prevention feature to revamp it. Obviously, some people are saying they're just removing it. It's not going to come back. Twitter swears that it's under revamp. It's going to come back. This just happened the other day. I think yesterday or the day before. I'm assuming it's going to come back. Obviously, there's not enough on it right now, but they say it's going to come back, and so far they've pretty much attempted to do anything they said that they're going to do. Like on their, like anytime Elon tweets something or anytime like someone directly under him tweets something, it normally comes to fruition. So I'm betting it'll be back. I can see why people are concerned, but I feel like it's not exactly warranted right now, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why this just came to my mind about Twitter, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Kanye was banned off Twitter and all that.
Yeah.
We're just pushing out. Have you seen his new Ye 24 shirts?
I've not.
Look them up right now. I know you guys can't, we don't record this, but I highly recommend if you're at this part to look it up. If you look up just Ye 24, it should be the first link. He made shirts that say Ye and then Ye 24 on it out of swastikas. Let me know when you pull it up.
No fucking way.
Yeah, like I saw this on Twitter today and I was like, oh my god, why is that a thing? Like, it just says Ye 24, but they look like swastikas, and that's exactly what he was going for. And like, I'm just baffled by it. Like, I don't understand it. And how much did he pay these two people to model it? That's gonna like ruin their career wearing stuff like that,
Right.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure they got a pretty big
insane.
paycheck, and it, like, I don't know. To me, that's insane.
Yeah, like, how does he get? I mean, I guess he's not really getting away with this stuff. Like,
No,
what
I
is
mean,
going
he's
on with
obviously
him?
under like a lot of fire, and I would say for good reason.
Yeah.
Obviously, with what I'm seeing right now, I would 100% say for good reason. To be honest, when all this first started, I thought it was some type of like negative publicity clout thing.
Yeah, but no, I genuinely think this is his full belief in everything now.
Yeah, I do too. That's That's nuts. Yeah, that's a little insane.
right? Like, I don't even know what to say about it anymore.
Yeah,
I just feel like I had to throw that out there, but that's
no,
crazy.
I'm happy you brought that up because, like I said, I had no idea.
Yeah, I really hope you listeners look this up and just see what it is, or if you've already seen it before, you understand what we are talking about.
Yeah,
Because this shit's crazy.
yeah, 100% look that up if you haven't heard about it because that, yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's
Like, what happens if somebody buys that shirt? If you see them wearing it, are you like legally allowed to beat their ass?
I don't know if you're legally allowed to beat their ass, but I feel like a shirt like that, for instance, like you can't go out in public and say a racial slur, right? You get arrested or like charged for that, correct? Like
I
you
believe.
can be penalized by law, some like to
Like,
some
I feel like this is a
extent.
hate crime thing.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
Like I feel like that can actually be a genuine hate crime to walk around wearing that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not swastikas, but you could clearly tell that it's supposed to be swastika.
Right. And the thing is too is like when people have like these types of ideologies or opinions, the amount of people that come out of the woodwork to support it is genuinely insane too.
Yeah. Like, there's so many people out there that are crazy, like, when it comes to, like, this kind of stuff. Like, even, like, the Holocaust deniers.
Yeah.
Like, those people are, like, insane. I think it's the leader of Iran or Iraq. Can't remember which one. Some Middle Eastern country. For a while, he was holding, like, a conference where he invited every single world leader to it. And it was, like, a conference on why the Holocaust didn't happen. And go figure, at the conference, he was the only world leader ever there. Because why would a world leader go to that? That's just like shit like that's crazy.
I feel like I'd go to it just to like shit on him a little bit.
Right? Just piss on him a little bit. With your words and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like a lot of this shit is getting out of hand with conspiracy theories surrounding like political leaders, big companies. Like there's just a lot of like I feel like almost anything that's spun like that, like there's always like a basis that it's built upon that like someone can look at it and be very impressionable and be like, yeah, I can see that. But then like it takes that drastic twist, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not saying that like I'm sitting here saying that anything that E is going on about is like not insane, but I can see where somebody who is very impressionable would listen to him who has massive influence, massive reach, you know what I mean? And be like, man, this makes sense type of thing. And like let it manifest a little bit in their head until they get to a point where he is right now, where it's just genuinely insane.
Yes. So you said conspiracy there for a bit. So speaking of conspiracy theories, I believe it was last week. I don't know much about it. I'm probably gonna do some research on it because I'm a history major for next week's episode. But they just released, or about to release, 8,000 formerly classified documents on the JFK assassination, which is pretty crazy. So I'm sure, like I said, I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure it's got a lot of people going off. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in there that was not known before.
Yeah, and not only that though, but like you already know that no matter what it says, both sides are going to spin different stories about the text. So like you have to read it for yourself in order to actually like pull the truth out of it.
Yeah. Like I am down, like this stuff interests me so much that I'm down to sit there and read all 8,000 documents, which sounds insane.
To me, it doesn't. Like I think things like that are super interesting considering the amount of conspiracy theories going on with it, right? Like, you have the one where it's the government that did it. Some people think that his wife is the one that did it. It's there's a lot of different web spun about it. It could have even been like Russian shit, but regardless,
Fidel Castro 360 no scoped him off the top of that.
Yeah, like it's just a lot, but regardless, I didn't know that. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah,
Probably won't read all 8,000 like you will, but
Yeah, I'll probably read them, but I'll probably also look up like some reputable sources on it
Right.
that like point at very interesting things in it,
Like
just to
key
talk about next week.
topics.
Because I don't think I can come in here next week and talk about 8,000 files.
Right.
But like next week, I definitely want to talk about a little bit.
We could always
about them,
comb
'cause,
through
like,
them together a little bit as well. Feel like
yeah, you take 1 through 4,000. I'll take 4,000, 1 through 8,000.
all
Sound
right,
good?
sounds good. Sounds good.
But no, I definitely want to read. I think it was file 201 of it, which is like a whole file just on Lee Harvey Oswald before and after the murder. It just seems interesting.
Yeah, it
On
does
that.
sound pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right, I feel like we went off on a tangent there. Started on Elon Musk memeing it up about
quite a bit.
stepping down.
Quite a bit.
Moved to JFK getting shot, and the files on it.
Well, I mean, that's what this is for, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
This is how our talks go.
I'm really good at that. I'm really good at just going on random tangents on different things
That's perfect.
that make no sense.
Well, do we want to get into some gaming stuff?
Yeah, the part where everybody clicks off. I looked at the statistics of the last video. They clicked off around the time we started talking about gaming.
Well, if you haven't clicked off yet, obviously, considering our next podcast won't be out until 2023, we figured we'd go over some of our favorite games of 2022. I have 5 picks, Noah has 5 picks, and we're going to let the viewers decide which one of us had the better picks.
Yeah, we're kind of going to do like a draft style here where he can pick first, I'll pick second. We'll go back and forth till we have.
I mean,
10
I
games
feel like
out
my
this year.
first is indisputable.
I already know which one you're going with.
I mean, everybody knows.
But yeah, so after this, if you're watching on YouTube, go and leave a comment down below where who you think won the
If you're
better
watching
draft.
anywhere else, you can leave
You're,
some type of
yeah.
comment on Anchor or
Hell.
Twitter. Tweet at us.
Yeah, you can even tweet at us. You can email us, for God's sakes. I check that email every day,
Yep.
even though it's just spam from Anchor and stuff like that. Like,
Yep.
oh, how to be a better podcaster, stuff like that. But yeah, did you want to go first with the?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give a little bit of an explanation as to why we picked it. We're not going to go super in depth, but I'll start out. Number 1, Elden Ring. I think everybody saw it coming. I talked about the game pretty highly last week as well. I just think that the atmosphere it created was incredible. It's a beautiful game. It's a Souls game. The combat's great if you're into that type of thing. Lore-wise, it's super great. Just all around, I would say one of the best games to come out in the last decade. I truly think that
really?
it will. Yeah,
You think that?
yeah.
I have not played it yet. I just had bad taste in my mouth from Dark Souls, shit like that. So I know
It is
it's
the
gonna piss me
easiest Souls game. I don't think almost anybody will argue with that, but I truly think that Elden Ring will live on for years and years, at least for that niche Souls community. But I feel
Am
like
I gonna have to get the game now? I feel like I'm gonna have
I
to
believe you have to get the game, but I'll play it through with you again, man. I'm
Yeah, is it a
100%. You summon, same as in Dark Souls. It's not like
Yeah,
full
that's what I
multiplayer, but as long as we summon before every boss fight, we'd be able to do it.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, I have no idea what to take with my second pick, but I feel like there's one game I have to take, even though I've never played anything in the series. But so many of my friends talk so much about it. Working at Best Buy, it was top seller.
I know.
They have
I think I know what you're going.
They have a bundle with PS5 now. It's got to be God of War Ragnarok, right?
All right.
Just watching the game, stuff like that, it just seems incredible. The combat in it's awesome. The story is incredible. Does Boy make a return? I think Boy
does make a return.
Boy.
Atreus.
I just love that.
To me.
No, Boy.
Boy.
Who's Atreus? It's Boy.
I only remember his name so well too because one of my best friends'
Your
names
friend.
is Atreyu, so it's
Yeah.
very close. But I agree with that. I think those two games are neck and neck for the top spot for most people.
Yeah.
So I think that these lists are pretty spicy. Man, you want to keep going or am I up?
No, you're up.
All right. For me, this is a tough one because I have like a personal list, but I don't know if I want to go with like For mine, I'm gonna go personal for this pick. I feel like most people aren't going to agree, but The Last of Us Part 1 got released. It's a remake for the newer consoles, upgraded graphics, they upgraded the combat. It already had an amazing story, and in
Well,
my opinion,
controversy here that it's a remake. We'll let it slide. We'll let it play.
well,
We'll let it
see,
play.
they
Like
did
it's a strong
they
it's a
did it
strong
on.
contender.
Listen,
It's a
they
strong
did it.
I
Listen,
understand.
they did it on a new engine. They did it on the second game's engine, and I said I wouldn't do just graphical updates, right? The engine is different, which means it is a true remake.
I guess. You know what? Yeah, we'll let it go.
But
You know, it's a guy,
I
definitely
listen,
a guy in the locker room that
listen,
people
listen.
are kind of like, how
The
this guy
Last
get
of
here,
Us,
but like he could play.
The Last of Us is easily tied for my first, like, not, I wouldn't want to say tied. Elden Ring is probably my favorite game to come out ever right now, right? For single player games. But The Last of Us is right there with it. Like, it's, I love that game. Joel's a great character. The show's coming out actually on my birthday, January 15th. So I'm very hyped for the future of the franchise. But I'll leave it off there. I could talk about The Last of Us for probably an entire podcast length, but we're not going to do that.
Gotcha. See, I'm stuck between. I have two games right now that I want to say, but I have a feeling I can get them later in the draft. That's the problem.
See, I don't think that
Do
one that
I
I
wanna
just
go
picked
with
is
it?
going to be on your draft at all. So I think I got.
No. See, I have two that could possibly be on your draft, but I just feel like I can get them later, so I can probably get like a better pick now.
I feel like one of them you're not getting a later pick on.
And you know what? I'm gonna say one right now, because I love the franchise that it was built off of. Played the hell out of them. Has a little guy named Claptrap in the franchise. I'm gonna go with Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I don't know if you've played that.
I have not.
But imagine Borderlands, but it's Dungeons and Dragons. Right?
It looks really cool.
It's incredible. It's so fun. It brings back great memories of Borderlands from the past. Tiny Tina's just a cracked out like character, funny as hell. It's just overall a great game in my opinion. It's fun to play with friends, and all shit like that.
I think that's I can agree with that. Borderlands games always have a very fun and unique combat style. And I just think that the medieval aspect kind of that they went for really worked. I think they did it really well.
It was great.
From videos and shit like that. Like I just think it looked extremely fun. The only thing I've heard is that it's a little short. But DLC will be coming out for it, and it'll definitely increase its replayability and the amount of time you spend on your first playthrough.
Got you. All right, what you got next?
Okay, so this one, I almost feel like it's a little forgotten, a little looked over, but combat-wise, atmosphere-wise, parkour-wise, Dying Light 2.
Okay.
I think it's a great game. Story wasn't as good as the first one, but the combat, they did nothing but improve it. Parkouring feels seamless, way better than the first game. Just all in all, I would 100% say that Dying Light 2 deserves a spot in the top 10.
I had a feeling you were going to take Dying Light. Had a feeling about that. So the next one I'm going to take, I'm assuming you're done with your explanation on why you took it.
Yeah, 100%.
Is a game that, stole the hearts from everybody.
I know
My girlfriend played the fuck
I know
out of
what
it.
you're picking. That was going to be my next
Girlfriend
one,
loved
son
it.
of a bitch.
I know it. That's why I said I think I could get it with an extra pick. Girlfriend loved it. People loved it everywhere. Stray.
Yep.
Stray is a great game.
It is.
You're just following the life of a cat. It's awesome. Like, what more could you want in that? You could mess up a robot's chess game just because that's what cats do.
I agree with that.
Such a great concept for a game. that I hope they come out with another game in the future, maybe like a dog or something like that, you know? Be kind of badass.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go with Stray.
My next one is going to be a gigantic multiplayer game. Probably not the one people are thinking for me saying that, but I'm going with Lost Ark. It's beautiful. If you're into that like art style, I don't know too many people that aren't, but if you really like MMOs, Lost Ark is a great one. The combat feels very good. It almost when you hit with a hammer, it feels like you're hitting someone with a hammer. You know what I mean? And they're just adding and adding and adding to it, and I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
I got that. Nice little pick there. So sneaky pick.
I
You know, I'm gonna take a controversial one here. You know, I don't know when it's actually released, but it blew the fuck up in 2022. I know I was playing it every night before bed. I'm sure you played it at some point. Everybody's played this game, and that's Wordle.
You know, I
You know what I'm
didn't
talking about?
even think about Wordle.
Wordle, it's so addicting. Like, it pisses me off when I don't get them. Like, I remember sitting there. I still play it sometimes. Just sitting there for hours, just like on the Wordle archives, just doing past ones every day. Because, I don't know, it's challenging. It brings, you know, satisfaction whenever you actually complete a Wordle.
Right.
And it was always fun, like, when you can get it in, like, 2 guesses, which I started getting really good at. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Wordle.
For those of you that cheat on your Wordles, I have no respect for you.
Yeah, I hate you. Click off.
But no,
Click off after you like.
I think that was a good one. I didn't even think about that. I think it either came out early 2022 or it was like late 21. But it did blow up this year, like massively.
It came out in 2018. Just looked it up, but it wasn't a big thing until 2022.
Right.
So I'm gonna count it as a 2022 game.
Right.
I don't know if you will. You're the judge here because I'm the one picking.
I mean, I'll give it to you. Technically, I shouldn't, but like I said, I think that this list is kind of however you want to make it. Your picks should be your picks. My last one. This is a very like underplayed game. I feel like not too many people have played this. But if you haven't and you're interested, I'd say give it a shot. Is Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It is a Souls-like. Its graphics are very Disney inspired. I actually think that they have a lot of animators from Disney that made the world and everything in general. The combat is nice. It feels very good. It's deeper than you would think. Now the skill tree, stuff like that, it's not as polished. They definitely could have done a little bit of a better job there, but story-wise, graphics-wise, combat-wise, the game feels and plays great. So I would 100% recommend checking out Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
What was the game again? Sorry, I
Spaced
got
out.
distracted.
It's called Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
Interesting. So what is that game? I'll be honest, I've never heard of it.
It's kind of like a Souls-like. It's a little bit more fun, playful, because it is made like animated by a lot of people that have previously worked at Disney. It looks straight out of a Disney movie. Beautiful game, plays great, combat's great. Only thing I think that needed a little bit of work was the skill trees, how you like level up, how you progress, and like get better combat abilities. I think that could have used a little bit more work, but for a first time entry with this game, they did an amazing job.
Okay, interesting. So with my last pick, I am between 3 games. So the 3 games that I'm between are Horizon Forbidden West. If you know what that is.
I do.
It was a Game of the Year contender. Not gonna pick that. I didn't play it. All right. Another game that I might throw out there is gonna be Pokemon Arceus. Great Pokemon game. Don't
Okay.
feel like throwing a Pokemon game on here because after the 2 recent ones came
Right.
out, put a little sour taste in my mouth. Hell, I could even throw Dreamlight Valley, Disney's Dreamlight Valley. That's a fun fucking game. My girlfriend plays it. It's kind of cool because me and her are Disney nerds.
Right.
But I gotta go with something that brings me back to my childhood. I finally played it because it's on Game Pass. You wanted me to get it. Lego Star Wars,
Hmm.
the new one.
See,
It's
that was
just
in my honorable
the nostalgia.
mentions.
The nostalgia.
But I can
That's what does it for me.
100% agree with that reaching the top 10. 100%.
Being the biggest, I'm one of the biggest Star Wars nerds you ever meet. I loved all the original games, and just to see them come out with a new one back in April made my entire world.
I can agree with that. And it even plays like a Souls-like, which is something I kind of like. Like, obviously, it's not anywhere near as hard as a Souls-like, but
No.
the combat feels good.
Yes,
Like,
it
very
feels
good.
incredible.
Yeah, like very
love it.
smooth. Very like it feels like it plays great. Like, the Lego games, like people are gonna have their own opinions, but like for a Lego game, it is the most beautiful Lego game that's come out.
Oh, it's stunning.
Yeah, and seeing them bring all the movies to life, even the newer ones, like it's incredible to see.
Yeah. Another couple honorable mentions I had, which I'm sure you had one too.
I had a couple.
It might be a shit game. I like it. It's fun. It's fun to fuck around on. The multiplayer can piss me off. It's Modern Warfare 2. I'm enjoying it. I'm being honest. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of shit that's wrong with it, but that's every COD game at this point.
Oh yeah.
They never release a full game. But it's just fun, mainly because Warzone. That's what got me through COVID. The years of COVID was Warzone, and I'm back playing it again. New map, pretty fun.
MW2 is extremely fun. It's just that they did some things right and they did some things wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and typically that's how Call of Duty has been for the last couple years, at least for me. Excluding Cold War, I thought that was a great game. You didn't think it was as great of a game, but
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Cold War.
I've always been more of a fan of the Black Ops games, though. So it's.
But see, Cold War Zombies, fun.
That's what I played mostly. You know what I mean? Like I had the multiplayer camos done as well, but I spent a lot of my time on Cold War on Zombies.
The another reason why I like MW2 is I love Call of Duty campaigns. That's like one of the first things I do every time a game comes out. I just love the story of this one, how it plays, the new mechanics it has. It's actually kind of challenging.
I keep
Because I was
forgetting
playing on, like, the
people
hardest
can't see me
difficulty.
shaking my head yes, like in agreement.
Shaking your head, yes. Have you even played the campaign yet?
No, but I mean we did do the new raid,
We did do the new raid. The raids are a cool mechanic.
which
So going
kind of
into the
fits
raid,
into the campaign a little
It was
bit.
like 2 days before we did the raid. I mentioned that we should do it with our buddy Tony. And Tony goes, "Oh, it's Call of Duty. It's probably not that hard." We wiped like 4 times.
Yeah, but
We died so many
I
times.
mean, I feel like it also didn't take us as long as a lot of people.
Oh no! I mean, also it's not going to be like a Destiny 2 raid. Destiny raid that pisses me
I
off.
mean, we did get wiped in our first 3 minutes the first time, but I mean that
Yeah.
was it was unexpected at first.
Yeah, I didn't expect the heavy guys to come out from the right side
Yeah, me
when I
neither.
was chilling in the water.
Me neither. Not at all.
But yeah, what you got?
MW2 was actually my 10th pick on the top 10, so we kind of were a little bit like close there. I'm just gonna go ahead and list 2 games right now. A Plague Tale Requiem. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful story. It doesn't actually feel like a video game at sometimes. It's more of like a story-based thing. So I don't think it would 100% make the top 10, but I think it is a fantastic like experience. High on Life, I wanted to mention
Yes.
briefly.
Love that game.
I didn't play it. I watched Noah play it through a lot of it, and it's exactly what you would expect. It's hilarious if you're into that kind of humor, which we both are. And from what he said, is the game actually didn't feel bad. Like it felt pretty good, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, there were some parts where it was a little clunky, but
Right,
I
but
think
like
that's what they were aiming for. Like I
yeah,
said, I think that they were generally trying to make a shit good game.
yeah, and I
makes sense.
I think they succeeded.
Oh,
100%.
100%. I just hope they release DLC for it
Right.
because they've mentioned a couple times in it. There's like dialogue where, oh, that would be a good DLC. And Gun says that, or this should be a DLC. And like, I think they should add DLCs. I think it'd be fun if they had like new bosses, stuff like that.
I could see it if it was cheap enough, but my one complaint is I'm not paying $60 for it.
Yeah, there's really no replayability to it right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a little bit of replayability because there's so much that you can miss that you want to go back and see. Like, there's a couple things that after I beat the game, I hopped on TikTok and watched somebody playing the game, and I saw something that was funny as shit, and it made me go back and go find it. Shit like that.
Little hidden stuff, but gems, right? Just because humor, like that was the main point of the game, was just to make you laugh if you were into that. Another thing, I could be mistaken, but I thought that you said that Lauren was playing Life is Strange a while back.
Yeah, she was. She was.
The
a while back,
remastered
actually.
collection actually came out this year, and I think that Life is Strange is one of my favorite games when it originally came out. It's not a full remake, it is a visual update. That's why it didn't make my top 10, but it is an honorable mention for me. Fantastic story, great game. It plays like a Telltale game, so again, it's more of an experience than a game, but they're great. Another
Telltale
one.
games are kind of fun. I played Tales of the
Oh,
Borderlands.
I agree.
Fun as shit.
No, I agree. Telltale
Yeah,
doesn't
good
really
choice.
exist anymore, but
Yeah.
they were very fun, and I love that type of game every once in a while.
Yeah, they were nice cooldown games.
Another one for
at
me.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Another one for me was The Witcher 3, the next gen like graphical update. Again, not really a new game. It was a giant graphics overhaul, which it literally makes it look like a new game, but it's not. The Witcher 3 is fantastic. Anybody that hasn't played it 100% should. I couldn't speak any more highly of it. And my last one would be Kingdom Hearts came to Switch. I didn't count it because it was literally just a like a port, but the Kingdom Hearts games are great as well.
Nice. All right. Hopefully we
Uh,
didn't bore you too much with that.
Did we
Yes,
want to go
hopefully you
into
can-
some flops real fast?
Yeah, we can. But yeah, just a reminder. Let us know who won that, because
Yeah, 100%.
we're very competitive people. So little shit like that gets us going. So yeah.
Don't go off the first pick, I feel like, because some people are going to pick Elden Ring, some are going to pick God of War. Some people are going to pick us for Elden Ring, some people are going to pick you for God of War. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
Let's
feel
just
like
go all five together. If
Right.
you had to rate all five, like what would you give the rating? Whatever one do you think has the highest rating?
don't
with
just
that.
go off the first game is what we're trying to do.
Oh fuck! How did I forget the best game to come out? Fuck! It's a game that me and you spent hours playing.
Oh boy.
Power Wash Simulator. The
Did
best
that
game ever
come
created.
out?
I
Like,
think
2022?
it did. I think it did. Let me see.
Oh man.
It came out. Ah, no, it didn't.
I didn't I
No,
was
it
going to
was-
say
it-
I thought
no, it came out early access in 2021, fully released in 2022.
interesting. Oh, that was great. Definitely a
Such
good
a fun
honorable
game.
mention. Yeah.
Such a fun
If
game.
you have nothing else better to do and like just want something that's very calming and relaxing, it's fantastic.
Yeah, incredible game.
For me, I have two flops. I didn't want to spend too much time on this because we spent a fuck ton of time on the top 10 and honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But Arkham Knights was fucking depressing in my opinion. Like gameplay
Yeah,
wise
I was
and just
watching my
story
friend
wise.
play it.
Just not a fan of it. It's not. It doesn't feel like an Arkham game.
Oh, not at all.
And then Evil Dead, the game. I was very hyped for it. I used to play. I have over 1,200 hours in Dead by Daylight. Sad to say now, but Evil Dead I thought would kind of be something that I'd be playing a lot of, and I returned it after playing a couple hours. It just wasn't. It's not great. I wouldn't even say it's good.
Gotcha. I don't really have many flops. I kind of enjoyed every game I played this year. I mean, one
Um,
game that I got in late on, I guess it came out end of 2021,
right.
which I still feel is one of the biggest flops ever. Fucking Battlefield 2042. I paid money for that game.
Yeah, I only played the beta with you, and the beta
I
felt good.
paid
The
money for
beta
that game.
felt
Yeah,
so good, and they
and then they
just,
fucked it.
yeah, it. They didn't do it justice whatsoever.
Yeah, I know that didn't come out within the last year, but
If the next
God,
one's not
that
good,
first job.
that series is done.
Yeah, I strongly think that. I think it is close to being done for good.
Yeah.
They need something big with it.
Now I wanted to do things that we were disappointed in this year.
Fuck that.
But I
We'll
feel
scrap
like
that.
we don't have that much time. We'll go ahead and get into that the next time.
Yeah, I also wanted to talk about games that we're excited for in 2023.
Right.
Fuck that. We'll talk about that next week.
Right. The only thing that I think that we are going to talk about,
It's the game that we've been playing nonstop for the past 2 days.
yeah, Dark and Darker.
For those of you that don't know what Dark and Darker is, imagine Dungeons and Dragons, and Tarkov had a baby.
Except it's actually fun.
Yeah. So same mechanic. You get dropped into a dungeon. You have to find loot, kill ads, and kill other players that are in it, and try to leave. And if whatever you take out, you get to keep. Whatever you die with, you lose forever. And there's 6 classes. There's fighter, barbarian, cleric, ranger, rogue, and what am I missing?
Did you say wizard?
Wizard. Yeah. Fun ass game. It's in playtest right now. The playtest actually ends in 3 hours for us because it is currently 1:50 in the morning.
It's almost 2, so yeah, 3 hours,
Yeah.
10 minutes. Which
Yeah,
I'm sure
so
we're gonna hop off here and
hop off and play it right away.
Yeah,
It's so much fun. Yeah, it's buggy. Yeah, there's flaws with it, but
it's
we
very
understand that.
early.
It's early playtest.
Very
It's
early
very
playtest. But it, like
early access should be coming for it. Released on
Yeah.
Steam.
off
the
what
next
we've played
month,
so
I'd say.
far, like this is looking like a game that we're gonna be playing for a long time.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's super fun. If you haven't tried it yet, if they have another play test for it, recommend downloading it. If not, look into it a little bit, see what it's about. It's just a fun ass time because a lot of stupid shit happens in it that makes no sense, but it's funny as hell.
The only thing I was going to talk about, things I like to see changed or tweaked, but I think again, next playtest and or early access, we can talk about that and see what they actually have changed. The only thing I will say is I cannot wait for the quests. I feel like it'll definitely make the experience feel more rewarding for surviving.
100%.
But other than that, like the concept is so like unique in a way,
Yeah,
but familiar at the same time, and it definitely blew my expectations away. Like Noah brought it up, sent me a TikTok of it, and said like we need to check this out, and I wasn't like super like going for it. Like I was playing League. Like I was like, nah, like right now I'm playing League, and I got pissed off at League, and so I downloaded it. It was like 8 gigs, and we hopped on, and like he said, this has been our life for the past 2 days.
yeah. Whenever we're on, that's pretty much all we're playing.
Yeah, it definitely blew like any expectation I had like away, which is very high praise. But I feel like if they're going at the pace they're going, and listen to community feedback, which I think they're a smaller development team, so I think that the odds of them actually listening is higher.
No, yeah, they're listening greatly. Like, I've been on their Reddit, been on their forums and all that, and like they're responding to people and actually throwing stuff in.
Yeah, so like
Kinda
I really think that this is going to be a game that a lot of people are going to play for a very long time.
100%.
This was actually going to potentially make our top 10 list, but considering that it's not even early access, we didn't want to actually
And we only
list
have
it
2
as
days of
a
playing it.
right. We didn't want to put it as a 2022 game, considering the quests aren't even out for it, and it's just we didn't feel right actually counting it as a 2022 release. And like Noah said, especially with only the past 2 days like spent playing it. I'll check right now. I'm pretty sure I have 13.7 hours right now. which doesn't sound like a lot, but in 13.7 hours, we've probably played over 100 raids.
Oh, 100%.
And it's I like the pacing of it. You have what, like 10 minutes, if that, like.
Yeah, you have like
do
15
everything?
minutes to get in, get out.
Yeah,
And the NPCs that are around it, like the skeletons that are trying to kill you, the undead monsters, they're hard.
yeah,
Like, they're not easy things to kill.
It's not like we went in thinking it was gonna be pretty. I'm pretty sure that I died, like, to the second skeleton I fought.
Yeah, I
on our
think you
first
did. I think we all did.
Yeah, and even with like even now, like there are some things that we see it, we're like, holy shit, run.
Yeah, we're starting to get past them a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
we started
understood
killing
where to
some of the
finally
things that we
kill
thought were bugged and unkillable.
things. And, yeah, it's definitely getting a little smoother for us.
Yeah, but I think that it's gonna be a lot bigger than the team. It's already bigger than the team projected. I think they had over 50,000 people playing it at one point.
Yeah,
And-
they had a lot of people playing it recently.
Yeah, like they I just think that they have a very like, I'm trying to think of the word, responsive and productive team. Like we said, they've already listened and changed things and tuned things throughout the playtest. They even extended it due to like issues with the
Servers
game
being down.
running and servers being down.
Yeah.
And I just think that so far their dev team seems to really care what their community is saying right now. But yeah, I feel like that's all we really have to talk about with Dark and Darker right now. I can't wait to see how much further they go, and I can't wait for the next playtest or early access, whichever, if they even do another playtest before early access. But I couldn't be more excited to see what, like, the next time I'm able to play it, it's like.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it gets extended. I don't want to stop playing it.
It's not going to get extended, but I really
No,
wish it
there's no
would.
way. Yeah.
But
Well-
yeah, I think that's about everything, right?
Yeah. This is gonna be our last episode of 2022. You won't see us till next year.
Oh boy, out with the dad jokes.
Had to. So yeah, just be safe for New Year's. Have fun. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
Happy
guess
holidays,
we'll
everybody.
Guess we'll catch you all next time.
Have a good night.
Peace.
So.